Welcome to Catholic Truths Live. We are going to be discussing our video the other day. I'm trying to get Amina ready up here. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do some modding in my own chat. Okay. Let's see. Who was all involved in this? Pretty much anybody that was involved in this stupid spam war in my Catholic chat is being removed.
Hi.
Hello. Who is this? Since I don't really care about anybody's stupid names right now. And I'm already mad at everyone that was sitting there. Okay. Well, I am not happy. I'm not happy with the spamming going on in my chat.
I am not responsible for that.
Yeah, I see that. I know you're not. I'm just going through and deleting everything I can. See, this is part of my whole argument about the whole stupidity of pranking today. I understand innocent pranks, but you know it's come in and it's just trashed my chat room. And I've already heard that.
It was like we'd invite a couple people to a group chat and basically make a bunch of dog/religious puns, and that was about the extent of it. It wasn't supposed to be spamming.
Now, regardless, I'm also frustrated with the whole quote prank on the community because I know some people have literally left the community because of it.
Yeah, that one was a bit too far, honestly. Like, you should not have done what we did. Like, the joke was just dogs in religious gear. Like, the one in my picture is, like, his name's Frey Bigotes. He's a aka Brother Mustache. He's like actually adopted out of Franciscan friary. So like that was a joke, but furries, no, just no. You know.
Yeah, I understand your point because I know that story about the dog that was adopted. But just for everyone that knows, and I temporarily kicked out. I know. Atheist, whoever Trappist Terrier is in Crone, out of the chat. The typical thing I do is a warning type thing, not the full on.
Trappist Terrier is mad.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't kick him out permanently.
No, I didn't kick anyone out permanently. I did the warning kick that I do because that's about the only authority I have in the community right now. Anyways, this is Catholic Truths Live. We're on YouTube right now as well, and we'll be going over some of the books I showed off in my video, and whoever has, that would be you, Pius. I got reverb going on. Covering the books. Unfortunately, my camera seems to be doing a reverse thing. I don't think there's a way for me to change that now that I've started, unfortunately.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, so everything on my computer is backwards, unfortunately. I'm sorry, people. But I'll read the title. The books I went over yesterday in my video were Minute Meditations for Each Day, The Imitation of Mary, Little Office of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and the Confessions of St. Augustine. So this video is this stream today is to answer any questions people might have over those. Is anyone online? I don't see anyone on YouTube right now. This will probably end up being a short video because this was a rushed video I did yesterday anyways. Because I planned on going over the Liturgy of the Hours yesterday, but I ran way out of time. Does anyone have any questions regarding the reading material or any other possible ideas for reading, daily readings or anything?
For daily readings, Sermons of the Saints is always a good idea.
Sermons of the Saints, that sounds good. I haven't read that one.
It's not an actual book, it's just a generalist thing.
Yeah.
It should be an actual book, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be a collection of books if it were.
Well, of course, you know.
Yeah. Well, aside from the books I've shown off, some other good books I have are Wartime Prayer Book, which was written by Fulton Sheen. Got that one there. Unfortunately, again, everything's mirrored in the video. Let's see. What else have I got over here? Got the Catechism. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Actually, it's a couple of books. The Lives of the Saints. This is a 2-volume set. Oh, unfortunately, again, it's reversed, so you can't see it that well. But these are actually some pretty old books. In fact, I think my copies are pretty old, too. I don't know. It might just be made to look old. So let's see what the publication date is in it. Okay, they're older, but not too old. These were printed in 2006, so older according to Millennium standards, but not according to my standards of what I call old.
Right.
Okay, and the first volume of this is like when you go to Mass and you see the saint of the day, you know what the Mass is for. This is what this book covers for the most part. The second volume are alternate saints for those same days. So sometimes you'll see a Mass and it's got 2 or 3 different saints on it. And this book, first book will only have the first one. The second book will have like the second and maybe even the third one in it. This is good. This was originally published in, when were these published originally? Let's see. These are written backwards. Hang on. Well, that's not too hard to find. 1955. So these are some pretty decently old books. Let's see what else. Of course, if you want some fictional reading, that's good. The Lord of the Rings and the Chronicles of Narnia are good daily readings. What have I got?
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's a bunch of books like this. There's a bunch. I got more than one book just on saints as well. I've got a daily saint book. It's like small and glossed over.
Another suggestion for fiction would be basically anything by Gilbert Keith Chesterton.
G.K. Chesterton. Yes, Chesterton. Yeah, he's good. If anyone's watched the show on Netflix called Father Brown, those are inspired by his G.K. Chesterton's books on Father Brown, a fictional character. The Netflix show takes a lot of liberties. There was only so many old stories, so they took a lot of liberties, made new ones, set the time period up above by like what 30 years, I think, because the books I think take place in the 20s and the TV show takes place in the 50s, I think.
Yeah, it's essentially just sort of a Lovecraft expanded universe kind of situation.
Yeah. Also, anyone looking at my video stream right now can see all these.
Chesterton would completely approve.
Oh yeah. Well, anybody looking at my video stream can see all my horrible collection of Skylanders I got on my desk right now. and Pokeball. And behind the camera, I have my Digimon stuff over here. Ooh, and I accidentally hit the camera.
Nice.
And I'm looking at myself on my computer, or part of my film, so like I got a mirror effect going on from my side of view. You can probably see a little bit of the camera and the thing right there. I got a notification last week that the device I got for streaming has been shipped. Whether or not it's actually there or not, I don't know. Oh, it says it should be delivered by Wednesday. It just updated that. That's nice. That's nice. Where in the world is that coming from? California. It's in Anaheim right now. Now, I also ordered some more Digimon stuff. They haven't updated it. Normally, it only takes a few days to get it in once it's shipped, but I ordered it from Japan, and it went through a Japanese mailing service and then got sent to USPS, so it's kind of a weird delay there. Oh, well. Well, anyways, it's always good for just a little bit of advice on daily readings. It's good to, we always say our prayers every day, but we always neglect reading often. So it's always good, like if you wake up in the morning and you do a morning prayer, to maybe do a short reading of some sort, whether it's, scripture for the daily readings from the Mass that day, or one of these little prayer books or a saint, whatever. What I typically do is I try to remember to read my minute meditations once a day, which I did not read it again this morning. So I need to do that. In fact, I may have forgotten it. Yeah, I think I forgot to do it yesterday too, which is kind of funny because I made a video about this. I try to sit down and read a chapter each out of The Imitation of Mary and the Confessions of St. Augustine. And the little office of the Blessed Virgin Mary, you can do that daily, or you can do the breviary or Liturgy of the Hours daily, of course. But I try to do all my readings at once, but it's actually probably better to just spread them out throughout the day so you have different times to meditate on different subjects and stuff. Again, well, like the Imitation of Mary and the Confessions of St. Augustine, they're not really good books to read from the front, cover to cover, because each little chapter or section in it's just a whole lot of information you need to process. So it's really, make really good daily readings. If you want to read more than one chapter a day, of course you can, but I wouldn't do it back to back. I'd take some time between them to think about what you read, meditate, whatever you want to call it.
The same thing goes with books like the Summa Theologica.
Yeah. Now, I haven't read this wartime prayer book yet. My wife's kind of surprised me with it. She didn't realize it was going to be so small, I don't think. She knew it was small, but not this way. It's like literally a back pocket type of book. Yeah. But it's also one of the only books I have that's Catholic-based that is not published by the, what's it called? The Catholic Book Publishing Company. It says instead is published by, what's it called? Sophia Institute Press. Speaking of Fulton Sheen, I watched his last televised speech that he gave. I don't know when it was. It wasn't dated, and I couldn't find any more information. Anytime I actually tried looking it up, it just sent me to the YouTube video on Google. But I think it was filmed in the 70s maybe, and he died in the 70s as well, so that would make sense. But it's clear from the speech he was giving, he had already been ill a bit because he had some doctors sitting in his audience that had been with him 2 or 3 times where he had been almost at death from, different things. So, right. And he mentioned that and stuff. But it's really good. In fact, I'm going to post that video later tonight, and in both here and Catholics. So anyone that wants to can watch it.
I've had recommended to me that I've yet to read.
Mm-hmm.
It's another one of those back pocket type of books. It's a very small thing. It's called Searching for and Maintaining Peace, a small treatise on peace of heart by Father Jacques Philippe.
That name sounds familiar.
Well, basically, the book is it's essentially about finding holiness in everyday life. Like, the main point of from what I heard of the priests who reviewed it, mm-hmm. was people get a bit over worried with how holy they are, and basically it's saying everyone has what they need right now to be as holy as they are called to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have a bunch of children, like toddlers, you shouldn't be sitting down and praying for 3 hours because you're neglecting your children. Like, they're throwing themselves down the stairs every 3 seconds. You got to pay attention. But every person should be able to manage at least 15 minutes of uninterrupted prayer a day, whether that's in the beginning or the end of it. That is like the baseline that a person really needs. And you just kind of go from there.
Yep. Sorry, I had somebody else kicking out of the chat temporarily. I mean, if your first comment when you come into a Catholic chat is, "Bro, I practice witchcraft," you're probably not here to learn about Catholicism. Well, I'm going to go real fast. If you were watching the video and if you watch it later, I have a book that you can see that you would cringe at, Pius.
Yeah.
The Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon. I love it when you open. I love it when I open up to the title page. It says The Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ. Then there's a space. There's a dividing line. Then it says the Doctrine and Covenants of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And then there's another divider, and it says the Pearl of Great Price. Yeah, it's just it drives me nuts and batty and stuff.
Yeah.
I got this at a yard sale the other day because, and humorously, it was at our Catholic our Catholic church where we were having the yard sale in the community center area they have, and this woman whose daughter is now Mormon was trying to get rid of her copy of the Book of Mormon she'd given her, so I got it for like $2. It's always good to have a copy of the book that you like tend to criticize people about, so you can actually say you have a copy instead of just going by what the internet says. Anyways, for the YouTube video, I'm going to go ahead and call it an end because we don't have anyone really asking any more questions or anything, and I figured the video would be short anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. So everyone on YouTube, I will still be talking in the Catholic chat in Genesis on Amino. So if you want to come over there, I'll see you there. So goodbye.